I don't tie a very good Prince nymph, so something I need to work on. Let's get a good thread. I'm thinking the red is the way to go. Sometimes I see the Prince nymph with the red collar. So that's what we're gonna try. Just do a few of these and then we'll call it good. Okay. Hook. I think we'll try this kind of smaller one to start. Put that on 2.8. And then maybe go up from there. I'm tying them on jigs because I'd like to get the pattern down a little bit better. So this is kind of just practicing actually. We need the buyout. I'm gonna go black or blue. I think the traditional is brown. Brown buyout for the leg, for the tail section. I don't seem to have any brown on my desk. I got purple. And there's some black, so we'll do black. Clip a few of those off. Take two. So normally I would start tying in here, but I'm gonna flip it and then tie it in inverted. See what this does. One buyout on each side. Get the length nice and far back. Not the best tail tie. Tie up that material far, trim out toward the bead, come back down. I'm gonna build up a little thread on this thorax. Could have put some lead-free round wire to create that taper, but I'm trying to do the taper with thread wraps. Let's get some peacock curl. Go ahead. Tie in the hurl. And then I think we need a flat rib. I think that's what we've been missing. I'm going to try this crystal flash. This is, one side is black, one side is silver. And depending on which side I get, I'm going to try both the black side and the silver side. Let's go ahead and start wrapping the hurl around, one wrap behind the crystal flash. Start going in front. So without the rib, it just looks like a fuzzy bunch. You can't see the taper. But with the rib, I'm gonna counter wrap. That's the shiny side. I'm hoping it brings it down a bit. Not much, a little bit though. Trap. I'm just gonna thin that out just a bit. Toward the tail. Thin it out just a bit. 3 hurls might have been overkill for this size. What am I doing? But I like the silver. I like the silver rib on the peacock. I think that looks good. And then maybe it's the quality of the biot. They're just kind of, they don't look very, they're just doing nothing. You're not supposed to trim peacock curl. But I really want that taper. Okay. Legs and wing case. I think, yes, this is what I think. I think you do the legs first. That's what I think. And for that, I'm gonna use a dry fly hackle. Call me crazy. So let's tie in the leg material. I'm gonna wrap the hackle once. It's 1.5. It's pretty heavy. I'm gonna bring it up. Cinch it down. Trim it out. Might be too much hackle. And then I'm gonna try to swoop it. What doesn't get swooped, we will cut. And then just 1 wrap, 2 wraps. And it's coming back a little bit. We're gonna trim those out. That's not bad. The wing case Biocolor purple white. The mistake I make with this is that I tie these in too short. I think you could even go black. So I'm gonna try to tie them in longer than I normally do. That's the length of the body. We'll try that. 1 wrap. Oh, that's long. Let's see what this looks like. Length of the body, kind of crossing over. 2 wraps. I'm trying to split them now. I'm gonna need to redo this. I'm just trying to visualize what this is gonna look like. And don't tie a lot of these. Let's shorten it now. And then let's put them, space them a little bit better. I gotta be careful with the thread buildup as well. I don't want a ton of thread behind that bead. Shorten this one just a touch, give it some tension, and then let's trim them out. Let's trim them out. Oh, we didn't get very close. This jig is killing us. That's as good as we're gonna get. All right, this is our starting point. We can improve upon this. Whip it once. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. Look at all that hackle we trapped. Oh man, and then when I cinched the whip, the buyouts got all messed up. That is awful. Prince Nymph is a tough one. I'm trying to rotate those buyouts up. I don't think we're gonna get them. The best thing I can do is kind of put one on each side. What a shame. I'm try again. Now we gotta look at the ugliness first. All right, so when we went to cinch down the whip, the buyouts got all messed up. So I don't think I can. I need to be careful about that. I need to think about that. No, let's go with the smaller size. And try one more time. My bead does not fit on that hook. I don't know if it's a small slot or a big hook. Let's try this one. Same thing, not fitting. Let's try this one. This one's going. Might be a big hook. All right. Lock that bead in so we can improve the tail. And then we can improve the wing case. All things that make a prince a prince, which they're working with those dang buyouts. I'm gonna look at a color, or I'm sorry, not a color, a picture. Yeah, the tail's brown. And they're doing the hackle over the wing case, it looks like, but then they have a big old thread buildup. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna skip the buyout for the tail. I'm gonna replace the buyout tail with this barred mallard. Let's see what it looks like. Trim that out. Work this down a little bit further. That's good. Work it back. Peacock curl. 2 pieces. And then crystal flash. Wrap the peacock. We didn't build the taper. Go all the way up. Trap the hurl. 1, 2. I'm going to trim that out first. Counter wrap with the. Now we have the black. The black side of the crystal flash, which I'm liking as well. Go ahead, trap it. Let's lock it in. Cut in our taper. Definitely slimmer than the other one we did. We're gonna go white, and then we're gonna go grizz with the leg, matching our barred mallard. We could go mallard with the leg. Yeah, let's try that. Let's go mallard with the leg. Clip and trim. Let's split. Split our thread. Insert the mallard. We have just a little bit of it. It's quite long, and then it's bunched up together. I just want one turn, so I'm spreading it out to about 1 centimeter. It'll give me 1 turn. Spin it up. Green. And let's wrap slow. 1 full turn. And then let's let our thread unwind. do white wing case. But at this point, I don't think a wing case is even necessary. I'm gonna measure this and then cut first. Be a little bit more precise with it. That's about the length I want. Trim them out first. Oh man, I trimmed those small. I don't even know if I can tie this in now. Move them back just a bit. One needs to go back just a bit. They're not crossed. And they're certainly, I'm not, no, that's not it. That's not it. All right. Back to the original method. Cross them. You gotta time it right at the cross point, I think. So I crossed them in my thumb, and then I'm gonna place them and hold them. Then ever so gently wrap it. And I did it, but I did it too well. Holy smokers. I sunk them into the body. I gotta pop them out. Okay. Now, I'm not even gonna whip it. I'm gonna take some super glue. I'm gonna put the super glue on a tooth picker. I'm going to put a drop of super glue at our junction. And I'm going to wrap one. There's a lot on there. I don't want that to bleed into the hackle. So we'll remove it. So we wrapped one above, then I'm going to go behind, and I'll wrap two, and I'm going to trim this out. I think we can live with those little tags. I'm going to let that cure. Let's see. Certainly not cured. A little bit of glue on my thread. Sink it behind. And trim it out. That's a funny looking fly. All right, here's what we did. So we started with a black. This is a 14 with a 2.8, so pretty small for No, normal size for Prince nymphs, normal size, 12, 14s. We did black biot for the tail, but it came out real skimpy. We did three hurls for the body, so it came out nice and full, and we actually trimmed it down. And then we ribbed it with crystal flash, a barred crystal flash, one side silver, one side black. And then we wrapped a dry fly hackle. Brown is what they normally use. I did black just because I was feeling frisky. And then we positioned our wing case biot. It was sitting well, but I whipped it and then I cinched down the whip and they got messed up. So you can see they're all jacked up. So not looking good. And then for this one, I went real crazy. We did barred mallard for the tail, 2 hurls for the body, and instead of the silver side, we did the black side for the rib. We did mallard for the legs, spun, clipped and spun, and then the biots for the wing case. The wing case turned out better because we didn't whip it. We put a drop of super glue and then wrapped the thread around. I wanted to avoid a big thread buildup. There's still a little bit and looks okay, but not great. I think this one has some potential, but this tail needs to get figured out. I gotta figure that out. Either way, both will catch fish, and I think in worst case scenario, you just clip those wing case pieces, just clip them off. It'll be fine. But thanks for joining me in my quest to perfect the prince. I'm still pretty awful, below average prince nymph tire. We'll see you next time.